Welcome to Sonia Podcast. Yesterday did this episode. They distributed. When I did it, I listened to it, I heard it, but everyone now is complaining that they cannot hear anything on the platforms. All they hear is the ads. So I went on the platforms myself just to see if I can hear it. I get the same results. I get the ads. That's what I get. So the question that we were talking about yesterday was, should teachers be suspended and fired with everything that's going on now? Like, teachers now are being suspended and fired for certain things. So this is what Amy has to say about that.
Provoked thought for me this morning.
Yes, tell me about it, Amy. Tell me all about it.
Oh, I will. I love sharing my ideas. I tend to back out of religious or political debates.
Okay.
But this is something that is very close to home for me. Okay. My oldest daughter has been with her partner for probably 15 years now.
Okay.
And my middle daughter, I always get this wrong, my youngest daughter, pansexual, I do believe is what it's called.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm right there. But she considers herself she, her. But let's go through the questions as you laid them out so that I can, I have a brain aneurysm, and I get confused if I get overwhelmed or excited. And right now what I am is very excited.
Okay, so you're anxious.
Not in a bad way. I just can't remember all four questions that you asked.
I'll repeat them if that's okay. I'll repeat them.
Perfect. Just one at a time, and I'll answer them one at a time.
Do you believe that due to a teacher religious belief, should he or she be jailed for not using students' preferred pronouns?
Well, jailed right off the bat, certainly no, because people like me, I'm trying to learn the pronouns, and I'm 51, so it's a whole new thing for me. But I certainly feel that, especially if the teacher, because they don't believe what the person's pronouns are, they're trying to keep that person stuck as a he or him or she or her, and that's not how they feel about themselves, and that's not the pronouns that they would use. I would definitely say, starting off with like a warning, don't immediately put them in jail. And jail, wow, I mean, that's pretty rough. I would think that the last straw would be to fire the person. I don't understand what anyone would think that jail would accomplish out of that. They haven't committed a crime.
Exactly. But recently in the news, one of the teachers were jailed for not using a student's pronoun.
I would have to read that story. There's got to be more to it, because if you think about teachers that have been too flirty with students, they'll get fired, but they don't go to jail.
Yeah, so when I heard that too, this is why I was like, I doing my podcast, and I was like, this is crazy. I never heard this in my life. But then again, it's a lot of things in my life I never heard that they're doing now.
Yeah, there's a saying, if you do the crime, then you do the time.
Yeah, but I don't think that was a crime.
Right. I don't think anybody did a crime there, so I don't understand how they could have been put in jail. It's not a crime. It was
actually a Catholic teacher, It was actually a Catholic teacher. Because of his religious belief, he didn't use the pronoun for the child, and they jailed him.
Yeah, like I said, I would have to read that story. That seems
I said
way too aggressive.
Yeah, and I thought it was far-fetched until I actually read the story myself.
Okay, what was your next question?
Should teachers lose their job for the way they look, for the way they dress?
For the way they look?
For the way they dress.
No. Hold on, I'm trying to get someone else in your room with me.
Okay.
To teachers. Yeah, this is definitely a good topic. For how they look, no, absolutely not. For how they dress, especially I'm thinking of a curvy female and pre-puberty or puberty age boys. You know, you don't want someone dressed seductively or suggestively, because I don't feel, and that goes also for, you know, an attractive man and younger girls. I don't feel they would be able to concentrate on what they're being taught.
Let's say if she was teaching or art class for like kindergartens.
I still feel it's inappropriate if it's a seductive kind of dress. It just makes me uncomfortable to think of a woman with a lot of cleavage going on, holding on to my 5-year-old daughter. I'm not okay with that. I think that there should be a dress code, which, oddly enough, I just automatically assumed there would be for a teacher. But like I said, none of these questions are anything that I've ever talked about before. So, by the way, I love your picture. That's just beautiful.
Thank you. Okay, let's say she has on, because you know most curvaceous people, let's say she has on a wraparound dress and she has on pumps. Would that be okay with you, or would that still be inappropriate for you?
Oddly enough, if it's anything that someone would wear into a church, I guess I feel would be okay. I mean, just because someone's curvy or, you know, not curvy. No,
see, the thing was, we had that's another article where there was a curvy art teacher. She was suspended for the way she dressed. When you look at some of her pictures, to me, it's not appropriate what she has on. It's just the fact that the way her curves are made. She did have on a wraparound dress with pumps, but the parents find that inappropriate. She did have on jeans with a top, but the parents find that very inappropriate. And I was wondering if, let's just take a smaller person, a slimmer person, same jeans, same top, would have been this discussion where they felt any kind of way?
My brain doesn't work that way. I feel that, you know, we're all equal, and in the same way, I am forcing my mind to branch out to, say, a flat-chested woman versus a very well-endowed woman wearing, you know, the same shirt. There's going to be a difference there because you would see a lot more cleavage with one than the other. But again, like I said, there should be a dress code. And did you say be fired or go to jail?
No, she was suspended. She was actually suspended for dressing this way.
Well, I would think that there definitely should be at least one warning, because maybe she didn't know. And suspension, I mean, it's better than being fired, and it's certainly better than going to jail like the last teacher we were talking about. But again, without being able to see what this woman was wearing, that, and I'm not a judgmental person either, so it's not my first nature to judge a book by its cover. But when we're talking about teaching our children, that is a whole nother story.
Yeah, I just find that, she's a great art teacher, The children love her, but they found it very inappropriate. And like I said, even when you say, if it's a flat-chested person, when I say a t-shirt, I mean like just a regular t-shirt. You have on a regular t-shirt. If it's a flat-chested person, it's like, okay, there's no problem with it. She has big boobs, okay, yeah, there's a problem with it. So I'm more of...
Only if there's a lot of cleavage going on.
No, that's what I'm saying. Even just what I'm trying to tell you, like, even if you can't see her chest, it's just big. There's nothing open. Her chest is just, huge. If you can't see it as a parent, what would be your problem? Or would you have a problem with it?
It sounds to me like there are parents that are jealous of that teacher. That kind of thinking doesn't make any sense to me.
So y'all heard Amy speaking. I'm going to bring up Carlotta so y'all can hear what she has to say.
Good morning, Carlotta.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I am doing fantastic. About to cook breakfast and hopefully enjoy this wonderful, beautiful, beautiful day here in Texas.
Yes. So,
and how are you this morning before I dive into the topic?
I am great. I was just talking to Amy. I'm trying to find out, I'm trying to get teachers and to talk about these situations that's been in the news lately with the teachers. So, come on, tell me what you're thinking about this.
Well, I'm not a teacher, but I did happen to see the article about the art teacher, and they did show pictures of her wearing the clothing.
Mm-hmm.
And when I initially saw it, I was thinking, okay, well, this woman the fact that that's how her body is. She has a voluptuous shape.
Exactly.
As we said, if there were another teacher that was less voluptuous, had less curves, but wearing the same exact thing, that teacher would not have been suspended. The parents would not have said anything.
Exactly.
I don't feel that, she's purposely going to school. What do they want her to wear? A sheet?
That's my question. That is my question. She's very curvy. And like I said, she's a great teacher. And she, I didn't understand, how do you suspend this woman because she's curvy? Looking at the clothes, you wouldn't have been offended. And I'm going to be honest, you wouldn't have been offended. And I'm a parent, but I would have never got offended for how she looked. As long as my kids are learning, and as long as they are being educated by her and she's doing what she needs to do as a teacher. But a lot of parents was offended.
Right, and I didn't understand why, because I'm a parent too. I homeschool my daughter, but if my daughter were going to school and she had a teacher that was voluptuous like that, or if she had a male teacher and he's in really great shape, but his shirts are fitting, are they going to suspend him because his shirts are fitting, or tell him, okay, well, you need to wear bigger shirts? Like, it's just, they're suspending this woman based off of her natural body.
Exactly.
And I don't think that it's right. I can understand if she was coming to the school and she's purposely wearing things showing off her cleavage. Any jeans that lady puts on, it's going to show her curves.
Exactly.
How her body is. So in my opinion, I feel that she's being discriminated against, but there's nothing that she can do about it. There's absolutely nothing that she can do about it. She can go and she can wear bigger clothing, but...
And even if she decides to, let's just say she decides to wear bigger clothes, she's curvy. Like, she's what we all call curvaceous. There's even bigger clothes going to show her curves. Unless you want her to put on, I don't know, unless you're going to make something for somebody or 4X and have her put it on, and then you might not see her curves. But then again, if it's cut a certain way, you still want to see her curves.
Exactly. So this what's being done to her, I feel, is unfair. Because if she were not good at what she's doing, if she were in there and she's not paying attention to the children, she's not engaging with the children, she's not really teaching them anything, she's on her phone. But this lady, the children love her. You can see that in the photos the children are engaged, what's going on.
Yes, and I could tell they truly love her. I see they truly love her. And you have celebrities standing up for her right now, because also Fat Joe had came on and he was like, he just feel like she are being discriminated against. A lot of the people are feeling like she's being discriminated against for her curves.
I feel that she is. I totally agree with that. I mean, like, if she weren't, she is a very curvaceous woman, and if she wasn't as curvaceous, but still a bigger woman, then we wouldn't be having this discussion, because she wouldn't be suspended. That's true. It is blatant discrimination in my eyes, and it makes me. I don't want to say angry, but it's just like, what kind of society are we living in when a school district decides, because the parents don't like the clothes that this lady's wearing to school, this is what she wears. She's not coming in there with a deep V cut. She's not coming in there with her pants super tight.
No, not at all.
Halfway down her behind. It's just her
It's
body.
Just the way she's.
You cannot discriminate a person because of their body.
Yes, it's just the way she's curved. It's just the way she built. It's the way God made this woman. I don't understand how, and that's what I'm trying to see. It's like, why, as a teacher, long as she's teaching your child, why not a teacher, excuse me, why as a parent find this so offensive? She hasn't done anything to these children. She's not showing, she's not being predatorial towards these children. So why is this really a case?
I feel that it's, and this is my personal take, there are a lot of women out there that wish they had a certain body type.
Yeah, that's what Amy was saying. They was jealous.
Yeah, it may be jealousy. Parent-teacher night, and they walk in with the father, and the father's like, but that, again, that has nothing to do with this lady's ability to sit down and educate your child. So you need to remove those personal feelings that you have and understand that this woman is a great teacher, and she's teaching your child how to their creative person, and let that teacher plant that seed and help to flourish and have that plant grow. Stop looking at the fact that she's curvaceous and look at the fact that she's loving on your kids and helping them to be more creative.
That is true. And that's what I want. I think parents should do that. Like, this woman, first of all, in a lot of schools, there's not many art classes. So the fact that she, as an art teacher, came along and said, you know what, I want to help these kids. I want to get their minds creative. I want to bring out the creativity in them. I felt like that was amazing, knowing that in a lot of school, there's not a lot of art. There's not a lot of art classes. So for her to do this with little children at that, and I'm like, this is amazing, because she's an art teacher. It's not like a kindergarten teacher who show you how to draw and stuff like that. She's actually showing them art and being creative with it, and saying, you can be very creative. If the child is creative, let them be creative. And I just find it amazing what she's doing. So I'm really appalled. Like, I'm going to be really, really honest. I was really kind of disgusted with certain parents saying this about this woman.
I was too. I absolutely agree with you, because when I saw the article, I literally said to myself, is this really news? Like, parents are truly upset because this lady is wearing regular clothing, and she's teaching your children how to be creative.
Yes.
Actually teaching them art.
Yes.
And you're upset because she's curvaceous.
Yes.
There is so much more to be worried about in this world than having a curvaceous teacher.
Yes.
So you're robbing your child of having an experience that could literally spark something in their life. Last night, this is a great example. Last night, I was talking to Mojo, and he got his creative spark by being picked to be in a play, to play Linus.
Oh, that's amazing.
Charlie Brown.
That's amazing. And I love Charlie Brown.
Yeah. And they're because of this lady's curves, they're taking that opportunity away from their children because, she's too curvy. But she's an art teacher. And
exactly.
She's your children, so
exactly.
focus on that.
Yes, I'm just very, like I said, I was very appalled listening to it, and I was very disgusted when I was reading the parents, saying this is disgusting. I'm like, you calling her, I was like, you calling her disgusting, but you're disgusting as a parent because you're taking away a great teacher who loves these children, who don't want nothing more than to help your child.
Exactly. And as you said, going back to the point of if there were two teachers, let's say there were three teachers, herself, a smaller teacher, and a teacher that's larger, but she's the one wearing the dress. Oh, because you're curvy, we're going to put you on suspension, but you're all wearing the same thing.
Exactly.
Suspend you.
I truly agree. Because I was saying the same thing. I was like, I really don't believe if there was a smaller teacher and a larger teacher, they would be doing any of this.
Absolutely not. But that's how I feel. I feel that it's absolutely wrong. I feel that if she were to lose her job, then she would have a case that she could actually sue the school district because she has not done anything wrong. She has not violated anything in my eyes.
Mine's either. I'm going to be honest. Mine's neither. I haven't seen it.
So y'all heard Carlotta. Y'all heard what she was saying. So this was Miss Hoskins' response to this. She's also she's actually a teacher. She's a great teacher, Miss Hoskins. So her response, due to teacher religious belief, should he or she be jailed for not using students' pronoun? She said, I don't personally think that a teacher should be jailed for not using a pronoun that a student prefers to be used. A student's sexual identity is not something that I feel will hinder my spiritual connection. Next question. She answered, should teachers lose their job for the way they look? Teachers are expected to be role models. If there is something that a teacher wears that's causing the student to be focused on his or her body instead of the lesson, it can be problematic. Additionally, if the teacher has to follow a dress code, they need to follow the protocol to keep their job. Next question was, do you feel how teachers dress affects the way students learn? Ms. Hoskins said, I do feel like a teacher attire can affect how engaged a student is. If I'm presenting a lesson and I look appealing, neat, dressed, like I take pride in how I look, students notice. At the same time, students can learn if I don't look super special. But many are usually captivated by a well-dressed teacher, which gets their attention at the outset of this lesson. The next question was, should teachers lose their job due to political and cultural wars? Ms. Hoskins said, I think that teachers should not lose jobs due to political and cultural wars. I think that teachers should be able to teach despite there being a war as long as they are not forcing children to believe what they think. Sharing information is fine, but not forcing your views on students is not okay. So you heard how everyone was feeling about the teacher, that was fired. So this is what Ms. Diaz had to say herself, because she was the art teacher that was actually being not fired, suspended. So the article said, Roseanne Diaz goes by the art teacher on Instagram, where she has more than 800,000 followers. According to American Chronicles, in the recent time, parents had asked officials at the school where she works to fire Diaz because her body distracts the students. Right? The teacher is known for using her social media presence to spread body positivity awareness. She has also addressed the criticism from parents on her YouTube channel. Now, according to Ms. Diaz, she's a mother from Puerto Rico. A teacher job is to teach. This is what Ms. Diaz is saying. What people don't know is the real life impact we have on children. I speak from a place of being a student that needs that extra love and extra understanding. Diaz said it on Instagram post, we are the parents away from home. We are the therapists, the caregivers, the additional love, the outlet. We are so many things. It is scary and mind-boggling to me that this is a thing, she said in a clip posted on her YouTube channel. First, I thought it was funny. I was like, we posting everything, but not right now because getting to me a little bit. She added, I'm really, really a great teacher. I had students emailing me during the summer asking me for homework. I'm a good teacher. They love art. I love teaching art. I love working with children and being creative. I said, let the woman be great. Let her be great. She's a great teacher. Who cares what she's wearing? You know, parents, you shouldn't care about what your child's teacher is wearing, as long as your child's getting that education that she needs or he needs, not how he or she as a teacher is dressing. That's not what you send your child there for. You're not sending your child to worry about how he or she is dressing. And to be honest, if these teachers wanted to complain about how some parents send the kids dirty and stinking, that would be a problem. They would be held accountable for making those complaints. The parents will have more sympathy. Oh, teacher so-and-so, had said the child was not clean. Parents will get more sympathy. For them to suspend this lady is disgusting to me. I'm going to keep saying that. It's really disgusting to me. And for me to have to even make this over again is really bad for me too, because I made this yesterday, and like I said, when I listened to it, it played well, and I got all these emails this morning saying they couldn't hear it on other platforms, but when I went to hear it myself, I couldn't hear it either, but I could hear it as I sent it out. I played it before I even sent it out. And I'd like to thank you for listening to my podcast. Please give it a 5-star review on Speakers, iHeartRadio, Apple, wherever you listen to your podcast at. Please follow me at son.ia9795, Instagram, social media, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. You can leave a comment here at sv766752@gmail.com. Please follow my son Sounds and listen to his music on Spotify, Apple. Please go and support Freeform's boutique there, Female Reform, that is on Instagram. Please support King Flex on SoundCloud. He has an album. Please support Black Girl in Orange and follow her as TJVULCAIN. And also support Miss Carr. She does affirmations every morning. Thank you again. I apologize for this again, people, and y'all have a blessed day.